his trainer, Eddie Reynoso, wearing black with white, also weighing in at 167.6 pounds. In his professional career, 54 victories, including 36 big wins by knockout, only one defeat with 2 draws, and he's undefeated for 6 years, and considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best in the world. He's the former 2-time light middleweight world champion, former middleweight world champion, former light heavyweight world champion, the reigning, defending super middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, representando al gran campeón, Saúl Canelo.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Thanks to those joining me live and those that will be joining me on the archive. Hit the like button. Much appreciated. I appreciate all you guys. 100 likes is the goal. So look at the likes. Are we there? Every time you hit it, we're that much closer. Whether you're live or archive, hit the like button. Comment. Tell me what you think. Agree, disagree. All you got to do, is comment on the topic. That's it. That's all you got to do. You can say I disagree. DStyle, X, Y, and Z. Right? That's it. It's not that hard. Or you could just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's up to you. Right? I'm by his brain. How's it going? Anthony Sanchez. Jesus M. Let's talk about why Saúl Canelo Alvarez, Usyk, or anybody else really that's still fighting in their weight class and have become undisputed are still undisputed. And until somebody beats them, right? But DStyle, you understand, if you don't hold all the belts, you're no longer undisputed. How can he be undisputed if he's not holding all the belts simultaneously at the same time, DStyle? Don't you know boxing? Don't you know that if you go to the websites, right? If you go to that all these sanctioning bodies, all 4 of them recognize each other, and they need to have Saúl Canelo Alvarez recognized as the world champion on all 4 of their websites. And if that's not the case for each and every belt, then he's no longer undisputed. Don't you understand? I'm a boxing nerd. I go to the sanctioning body websites and I follow who's in the rankings. I look at the top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30. I follow day by day. I see the movements. I see who's there. I see who's number 7. I knew who was number 6 in June. I know who's number 5 in May. I know who's number 3 in January. Hell, I know who's number 14 in the WBA rankings in the month of June. Okay, you know what else, DStyle? I know who number 8 was in July, okay, in the WBO rankings. I follow it month after month after month after month after month after month. I follow every movement. I know what they have for breakfast. The sanctioned bodies have for breakfast. I know, okay, every single movement they do. I'm a fucking genius. But that's what I do. I follow every move. Hey, DStyle, I know who number 5 was last year in May. And I know what they're ranked today because I follow it week after week after week. I follow it month after month, week after week, day after day, hour after minute. I'm there minute after minute. I got the IBF app. I got it all, and I follow it step by step. I live stream. Okay, Okay, all the events and everything they organize. I watch all of it, right? I know who advocated for who. I know who said what. I know yada. I know everything. I'm a genius, DStyle. I follow it all, every single little bit. I get it. Okay, cool. Good for you. right? We had dudes out here bragging about who they know and, you know, what they know, what they don't know. So it's said by, I saw, there was several, I saw it on Twitter, and then I followed the paper trail, and I found, I don't know, the first or not, but Boxing Scene reported Canelo Alvarez will not be defending the IBF belt, apparently. He'll relinquish the belt, and there will be no purse bid June 6th. Okay. William Skull of Cuba, who's 22-09 KOs, will not be fighting Canelo Alvarez, apparently, by the looks of it. Right? William Skull. And we had dudes out here like, oh, they were bragging on, oh, I always knew about it. You guys don't know William Skull because you're not on the websites like me. You're not following the day-by-day movements of the IBF, and you don't know this and you know that. And look at me, I'm a genius, and I'm a fake matchmaker, and I'm over here, you know, like, I know who's who before you know who they are. You don't know, you're not a real boxing fan because you know who William Skull is. I'm a real boxer. I knew he was going to fight Canelo. Shut up. All right? Spare me. I don't give a fuck what you follow. I don't give a shit about your day-to-day, step-by-step, all that dumb shit. You fucking suck anyway. Because Canelo going to fight that dude. All right? Williams. Are you fucking kidding me right now? So if William Skull does not get to fight Canelo, he's going to fight some other dude, right? And then they're going to be champion. Oh, he's not undisputed. He's not holding the IBF. That's it. William Skull, whoever he fights, the winner of that fight, right, is going to be, and let me do what the geniuses do, all right? Let's go to the IBF website, I guess, all right? Let's go to the International Boxing Federation. This is all these dudes do. Like, they don't do anything special. Like I'm going to tell you what they do, all right? All right. Look at this. This was asking for donations and shit. You could donate to the IBF, ladies and gentlemen. These dudes literally have a donation section. Like, you want me to give you my money? Like you want me to donate to you for what? Aren't you getting 3% for these fighters already? What are we doing? Like, okay, fine. Whatever. All right. Let's go to the ratings. IBF ratings. Okay. This is all they do. Like look, these dudes that go live, like a bunch of idiots, right? They go live and they think they're geniuses because they do this. I'm like, this is all they literally do. Like, right? They go live. Well, look at me. I'm a genius because I know where to find this stuff, right? I know about the ratings. These are the ratings, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Here are the ratings. And you just go to IBF, okay? The USBA / or boxing.com. You click on ratings. You could even see the females, but okay, IBF ratings, right? This is all they do. And then you could, oh, look. Oh, look at this. You just go to super middleweight, 168 pounds. I'm a genius, right? I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing. Okay, cool, right? Champion Saul Canelo Alvarez as of right now, right? And it tells you the date of the mandatory. And so it tells you William Skull's number 1. So when these dudes come out, they're like, they think they're smart and they think they're like, you know what they do? Like, yeah, well, I know Vladimir Shishkin, and then they'll go Google them or go look for them on YouTube and watch a couple of fights. And then they're like, oh, yeah, you don't know who he is, huh? Tell me who he is. Tell me who he's fought. Like whatever, right? So obviously those two guys, maybe Mabili is number 3, right? Berlanga's not that far, right? Diego Pacheco's number 5. So they'll somehow figure out a way to have 2 of those dudes fight, right? And that'll be that. So the winner of Vladimir and William will become the IBF champion, or if it's not one of those two, maybe Christian Mabili, they'll become the champion. Good for them. So this is all they do. Like, this isn't like it's not like, and a lot of these dudes, they follow it, right? I don't know, they take screenshots or they, you know what I mean? Or they don't really have to, because you could also do this. Well, I know back in June 2023, I knew what the ratings were. Well, I know. If we go back to 2017, right? Ustakiti was numero uno. Number 2 was not rated somehow, and Andre Doral was 3, right? So it is what it is. So yeah, you can go look. The dates are right here. Like, you don't need to be a genius to do this stuff. All right, like there's nothing like. It's not some like you're not like better than everybody because you go to the IBF website. You can look up the ratings, bro. Like it doesn't mean anything. All right, I'm just gonna put that out there. For all the I'm a genius. I know who. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut up. Anyway, with that said, here's my point, and this doesn't just apply to Canelo. Oh, you're just saying that because you're a Canelo fanboy. Why you're saying that? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, cool. I don't think it should apply to Usyk either. I think it's bullshit. They want to like Usyk just defended an undisputed crown, and they wanted to just like he's got to like make a decision now. And so what if you have a rematch with Fury? You're gonna get stripped, right? Here's my problem, guys. I really actually don't have a problem with the IBF following the rules, and if they're not consistent about it, though, right? They're not. If we go back to these shitty ass ratings, right, that people like for whatever reason do whole shows on YouTube about it because they think they're smart, just don't tell people where they're looking at them. The thing is this, okay? Let's go to what weight class? Let's go to welterweight. Okay? The champion is Jaron Ennis. All right? If we go back last year, right? Let's go back. When did Spence win the belt? Was it 17 or 16 when he beat Kell Brook? Let's just go randomly go back here. Errol Spence back in 2017. Errol Spence was a champion, guys. And look at this bullshit. 1 and 2 not rated. How the fuck are 1 and 2 not rated? I know. A lot of you follow it month to month, and you know why. Whatever. Look. Let's jump 6 months. 6 months later, 6 months, you still have 1 and 2 not rated. Are you for real? Let's go another 6 months. Number 1, it's not rated, bro. I've gone a year and a half. They still can't get a number 1 contender on this bullshit. Now, I know he fought Ocampo. Wow, you fought Ocampo. Okay, cool. Let's jump a whole year, bro. Let's go to 6-19. Why did this dude ever get a title shot? What happened here? Why didn't they ever strip Spence? What happened to stripping Errol Spence? What happened to, hey, you got to decide now we're going to strip you? What happened to that? This was back in 2019. Let's go another year because we got to go a whole year. And a bunch of dudes bitching about Canelo. They never bitched about Errol Spence. Too late. You never did it. You're not consistent. Go fuck yourselves. Okay? Okay, 7. Let's go to 6-2020. Man, still no movement. What's going on? Why wasn't Errol Spence stripped? But you don't understand. He was in a car crash. Okay, let's go a whole another year. A whole another year later. There you go. Still no movement. I don't understand. They're in this rush to strip Canelo, right? Who's been an active fighter, fighting 2-3 times a year. They're in this rush to strip him. But Errol Spence was holding on to this belt. I'm jumping years here, guys. 2022. Right? Let's go 13 months. Still no movement. Ennis is number one contender, right? Look, that was in 2022. Now, obviously, we know a whole year later, right? Yes, he fought Crawford. He was still champion. Finally, Crawford wins the belt, right? Crawford wins the belt. And then they're in this rush to strip him. They're like, oh, well, you better fight him now. Like, what do you mean? Like, you never stripped Spence. Spence was fighting every 15 months for you hypocrites out there that never said anything about that, but you have those guys, it's too late. You had years to say something. You didn't say anything. Right? Too late. You're hypocrites by definition. And you already said what you said. So you're a hypocrite. All right? That's right, Shadow. You put respect in that name. All right? Let's give Shadow a ranch. All right? Can somebody explain to me, right? And somebody explain to me. I'm going to do something here. Chicano, I'm going to remove you as moderator, and then I'm going to put you back as moderator. Give me a second. Because I'm going to put you as a managing moderator. Right? So there we go. All right. So, I don't understand for the life of me, right? Why a guy who unified and became undisputed in like 10 months, right? I never understood why that guy, right, is being rushed. Like, oh no, you got to do now. The IBF's like in a rush. Like, oh, you got to fight this dude now. And I get it. A lot of guys are going to go to the IBF website that they've been following it month after month, and they know about William Skull. Right? I know William Skull is. I've been covering, not like you guys that supposedly you're boxing fans, but you don't follow, you don't know William Skull like I know William Skull. William Skull has been in I get it. You've been in the IBF website, right? And you've been looking at the rankings week after week, day after day. You do lives. I get it, right? You still ain't shit, right? But you cannot deny that they're acting weird when it came to Crawford. They're acting weird when it comes to Canelo and even Usyk. They're acting weird, bro. They're like all of a sudden they want to be by the book, right? What do jobs do when they want to get rid of somebody, right? They know damn well ain't nobody follow the book to the T. But when you want to get rid of somebody, I don't care what industry it is, all of a sudden you start following everything by the book, right? They never count somebody late if it's just a minute or two, but all of a sudden, hey, the book says if you're 1 second late, you're late. Late is late. Technically, they're right, but all of a sudden, they want to play by the book. All of a sudden, you know, that's what they want to do, right? All of a sudden, it's like the sea scrolls and shit. All of a sudden, it's gospel. All of a sudden, they want to follow the rules, and they're not necessarily wrong. Hey, our rule says this. Our rule says that he's been a mandatory for X amount of time, and it's time for Canelo to actually face one of his mandatories. It's actually time to do it. That's what our rules say. That look, it says it in this page, but I believe it. But for some reason, that didn't apply to Spence. For some reason, Errol Spence, and I don't want to hear, oh, but that's different. No, it's not. It's the same sanctioning body. It's the same sanctioning body. I showed it to you. Number 1 and number 2 were vacant spots for years. You can't make this up, bro. Like, what do you mean 1 and 2 were vacant? Like, nobody was ranked 1 or 2? Are you shitting me right now? But William Skull. Well, you got, I mean, hey, William Skull. I've been following the IBF rankings, line by line, day by day. It's rules, right? Man, go fuck yourselves, bro. William Skull, bro. Herkovich has a much greater argument than Skull. I'll tell you that right now. But I still don't think Usyk should be stripped. We have to look at the, like, how big, like, let's start with Usyk, okay? We just had the first undisputed fight. There's a thing called judgment. You use your judgment to not even put somebody as a mandatory against Spence for years with no reason when the guy was fighting every 15 months, bro. It took him like 4 years to accomplish or come close to accomplishing what Canelo did in 10 months. But dudes out here like, oh, no, Canelo, he ain't doing what Spence did. No, Spence was an inactive dude, all right? You could talk about Jermell, oh, he fought little Jermell, but guess what? Even though Spence was fighting every 15 months, he fought little Mikey. Little ass Mikey with love handles and shit, right? A Mikey, by the way, that was moving up to weight classes when he had already started at fucking 126 pounds. Mikey he started at 126. He was at 135. He had one catch weight at a little above 140 versus Broner. And that's one of the dudes that Errol Spence fought while he was sitting with that IBF belt, bro. Well, both spots were vacant. But people want to make a big deal that Canelo fought a dude who was the undisputed 154-pound champion, and he started at a weight class higher than Canelo. This dude was a title holder, 154, at the same time that Canelo was a title holder, 154. So give me a fucking break, bro. I believe he was anyway. I'm going by memory, and I don't want to go through the websites and check. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Jermell was an active fighter at 154 at the same time Canelo was. Imagine if Jermell was a guy that started at 140. And then he was campaigning at 154, but he wasn't even the undisputed champion. And that's who Canelo fought. That's what Spence did. William Skull, give me a fucking break, bro. Only nerds that just go to the IBF website, look at the rankings, have been looking at the rankings every fucking day, okay, are acting like they know, I know who Skull is. William Skull. I like, shut the fuck up. But tell you what, and here's where we come to. This is where the fans come. All right? This is where we need to come in. And unfortunately, we're not going to have decisive majority here. We're not. It is what it is. Because boxing fans are fickle. They want to complain about it, whatever. But I'm just giving you my opinion. Okay? You want to strip Usyk? You want to strip him? And you want to, have somebody else, Herkovich, let's say he beats the Balk. It's not going to be for that belt. Or you want to elevate him? I think he's the interim. You want to elevate him? I mean, I could check on the website or whatever if you want me to. Right? But you really expect me to, like, in other words, let me word it this way. The rematch, Usyk versus Fury, in my mind, it's just as prestigious. It's just as important. It's still the two dudes, bro. It's still 1 and 2. That is still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I don't care if another man holds the other trinket. I don't care. I don't care what the IBF website says. I don't care if the WBC, WBO, WBA websites recognize another IBF champion. I don't care what their stupid-ass websites say. I don't care. Not that I don't understand. I'm only explaining it to you so you know I understand. You don't understand how this works. You got to go to the website. Fuck you and your website. Stick those websites up your ass. Stick the sanctioning body websites up your ass.com. There's a fucking website for you. Usyk's still the undisputed champion. That fight, we should still see it the same way. And that's that. All right? That's how I see it. William Skull wants to fight the number 2, number 3, or whatever it is. All of a sudden, they don't have 1 and 2 vacant, right? Cool. Then have them, right? They could fight whatever it is. Canelo's still the undisputed champion. That's it. Like that's how it rolls. That's how it is. He's still active at 168. They haven't beat him at 168. He is and if somebody beats Canelo, they are now the undisputed champion. That's how I see it. Now, some others will say, well, that makes you lenient. Bro, I don't want to get to the trivial shit. I just don't want to get there. Well, Chicano should follow the IBF way. If you would have been following the IBF, if you would have been a real boxing fan, and you would have been following the IBF website week after week for the last 5 years, you would have seen the rise of William Skull, right? You would have seen like the rise of this guy. You would have known who he is if you were a real boxing fan. If you followed the sanctioning body websites, you would have known. You want to know what's hilarious is that when people say William Skull, like literally like people use the skull emoji. Like, because that's how funny it is. Like, I'm fucking dead, bro. Give me some skull emojis in the fucking chat. All right, there we go. But, you know, I'm going to follow my own advice. See if I can put a skull emoji. Where's the skull emoji at? Can I find it? There we go. William Skull, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And if you guys don't believe me, just go to this website, right? Go to IBF, go to welterweight, and check the entire run of Errol Spence's career. The entire, like, dude, from 2017 all the way, bro, to fucking 2023. It is amazing. No rush. No rush to strip this dude. And I'll show you again, just so you don't think I'm making shit up. All right? I'll show you again. I gotta scroll, bro. I have to like scroll down and shit to get there, bro. Let's go to 2016, right? Cal Brook was the champion, and Errol Spence got a shot. Good for him. So we're gonna go. Let's go another 6 months. Cal Brook was still champ. Yeah, it was 2017. So Errol Spence, all right, was already a champion in the middle of the year 2017. And you could literally go, we could jump a whole year, right? A whole year, bro. He's still the champion and look, not rated. We'll go a whole another year. Fuck it. 15 months. He's still a champion. They never, ever told him, hey, you better fight the guy from Uzbekistan or we're going to strip you. Never did they do that, right? We go early 2020. Still nothing, right? Let's go. We can go a whole nother year, right? Still nothing. He wasn't mandated to do it. Porter became the WBC champion. That was a unification fight, right? Go home a couple more months forward. Still nothing. Nobody being forced to do anything. Errol Spence, let's go all the way to 2022, right? Middle of the year, Errol Spence. John Ennis was finally in. Look how long that was. They never stripped Errol Spence. They never told him, oh, you better fight John Ennis or we're going to strip you. Oh, we're going to mandate a date and you're going to have to do a purse bid whether you like it or not. And people will blame, like, whatever you want to do, bro. My point is, it went year after year after year. And, well, I know the details. I know that John Ennis didn't want to do it. Whatever you want to say, bro. This is from 2017 to 2022. He fought one mandatory with the IBF. One. Oh, but he was in a car crash. He was back a year later after the car crash. Like, spare me. Spare me. But the moment Bud Crawford wins the belt, the moment he gets it, they're in a rush. Oh, hey, I know you just want a belt, but we're going to strip you if you don't fight Earl Spencer, if you don't do a purse fit now. Like, Bud didn't even get to, like, chill for a week. You know what I mean? He didn't even get to, like, just chill. Like just it's crazy. And we have people, yeah, Earl Spencer deserves a shot. I'm sorry, Boots. I don't know, man. Like, they seem to act a little different when it's a non-PBC fighter. All right? The same with the WBC, by the way. And I have my theory with Suleiman, by the way. I have my theory as to why he refused to strip Jamal Charlo for all those years. Unbelievable. Over 1,000 days, no action. He would have stripped the dude. I have my theory around, but I'm not going to go there right now. But I have my theory as to why he didn't. I don't know. Maybe there's some compromising photos or something. I don't know. But that's something on Suleiman. But I do think, again, it's that relation with PBC. Whatever, bro. But where we come in, we need to say, oh, Canelo's still the undisputed champion. We need to say, no, Usyk's still the undisputed champion. Like, are y'all scared? Are you scared that dudes, like, the boxing nerds are going to come after you? Are you scared that they're going to come after you and be like, oh, that guy thinks he doesn't know what undisputed means? He doesn't know what undisputed is when all the four sanctioning bodies recognize you, and you got to go to the websites and on the website it shows you who the champions are, and the little names aren't there that you don't really know. That tells me that you're not a real boxing fan, and you don't really follow, the week by the week and day by day, and you don't really understand. You don't understand. Are you scared that the nerds are going to tell you something? Huh? I'll be honest with you right now. I mean, there's a very legitimate argument that Teofimo Lopez is a two-time undisputed champion. There's a very legitimate argument. But people didn't want to give it to him because the websites. Yeah, I know that he beat Lomachenko, and Lomachenko was really the WBC champion, but Lomachenko was elevated to franchise. And franchise champion, if you go to the IBF website, nowhere in the IBF website, they don't recognize, that belt, even though the WBC said that they do, but the other ones need to recognize it. And you got to go to the websites, and if it didn't say Teofimo Lopez on there, it said Devin Haney on there. Even Devin Haney was elevated. Devin Haney didn't beat anybody for that belt. Right? No. But if you go to the website, it tells you. It should have all the names. Like, shut up. Fuck the nerds, bro. All right? Fuck what they got. I don't give a fuck how many times you visit the sanctioned body websites. Get those sanctioned websites and shove them up your ass.com. There's your fucking website. Okay? Bunch of fucking nerds, bro. I know that Josh Taylor was really the undisputed. I know they stripped him, and all that, but and I know that he was the man of the division and Teofimo beat him, but he didn't have all the belt, so it doesn't count. You bunch of fucking nerds, bro. Then you get legends like Roy Jones saying, he's undisputed in two divisions to me. He beat the man to beat the man. I didn't see anybody beat Josh Sater before him. No. He doesn't know the websites. You got to go to the websites. You got to understand. You see, the way it works is it has to say the name and all the other websites. Shut the fuck up. All right? The fucking boxing nerds, bro. On their fucking boxing websites. Even my webcam's tired of hearing the boxing. Did you see my webcam going all fuzzy when I'm talking like a nerd? It was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Every time I start talking like a nerd, all of a sudden it starts to get fuzzy. I didn't do it there, but. The websites. Go to the websites. Go to the website. They'll tell you on the websites. Oh, man. The website need to say. The websites. Fuck the websites, bro. I don't give a fuck. You guys are giving these sanctioning bodies way too much power, bro. Go back to the root, dude. Go back to the root. What's the root? When boxing started, it wasn't about belts and sanctioning bodies. It was about who's the man, bro. Who's the dude? That's it. All right? Why do I want to see Canelo versus Benavidez? Not because Jose Suleiman, I'm sorry, Jose. Not because Mauricio Suleiman, you know, it's not up to him for me to want to see the fight. I don't need Mauricio Suleiman to say, oh, yeah, it's time to do the fights because the fights makes a sense. Like, I don't give a fuck what that dude has to say, bro. I want to see that fight because Nana Williams Skull, that's a legitimate threat to Canelo. That's why I want to see the fight. All right? That's the number one and number two guy. That's why I want to see it. Not because Mauricio Suleiman is going to decide or not decide. I don't give a fuck what Mauricio Suleiman has to say. I don't give a shit. That's right, Chris. GamblersAdvisory.com. Is that website even active, by the way? Every time I've gone twice with that web. It's been a while, but every time I go to it, it just looks like inactive. Like I'm just like, what's going on? But anyway, it doesn't matter to me, bro. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if skull, okay, skull emoji. Everybody put your skull emojis in the chat. All right. Just like that. Skull emoji in the chat. It doesn't matter to me what they say. It doesn't matter if the boxing nerds know who he is because they've been following the IBF website for years and they've been following the rankings and they know who he is. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't care. That dude ain't that dude like that. That dude shouldn't be fighting Canelo. Who the fuck? Are you kidding me right now? Well, I'm a boxing nerd. I know who he beat. I know. Like, okay, you went to BoxRec and you saw who he beat. Good. Okay, so what? Are you kidding me right now, bro? You're not a real boxing fan. If you don't know who William Skull is, well, I guess I'm not a real boxing fan. Right? I guess, since I don't go to the IBF website every day and check the rankings, I guess I'm not a real boxing fan. All right? The fuck is that? Are you kidding me? William Skull emoji. All right? William Skull. Are you kidding me right now? By the way, shout outs to Feliciano with a membership 10 months. Much appreciated. Andre Rodriguez, 31 months. Much appreciated. All right? What's going on? So, look. All I know is this. I just want to ask you guys. If I still remember I asked this question. Like, it boggled my mind. I did a roundtable. This is like a year and a half ago, I think. And I asked the panel, I said, look, we all want to see Bivol Beterbiev for Undisputed, right? We all do. Between the two of them, they have all the belts. The winner becomes Undisputed champion, right? So I'm thinking to myself, let's do it. Like Undisputed. But what was the holdup, right? Oh, Mauricio Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman doesn't want to sanction Russian fighters. My thinking was like this. I don't give a fuck what Mauricio Suleiman says. Oh, but if Mauricio Suleiman said he will not sanction the fight for the WBC, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck what Mauricio Suleiman says. And I asked the panel, like, look, the winner of that fight, even if Mauricio decides he's not going to sanction it, so he's not going to allow Bivol to possibly win the WBC. If Bivol beats Beterbiev, is he not the Undisputed champion? Half of the panel said no. No, because you got to hold all the belts. Y'all are prisoners to the sanctioning bodies, bro. That's what you are. You're prisoners to the sanctioning bodies. You're giving these guys more power than they actually deserve, bro. Much appreciated, Remy. I'm not sure what that means. He gifted one DStyle membership. Okay. Like you gifted it to somebody, you mean? I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate it though. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support. That's new. I never seen that one before. How many periods can Canelo and Skull? We shouldn't even say Skull. Just put the skull emoji. I fucking did, bro. Like that's literally my reaction when I saw that. It's crazy. So, look, it better be would have won. Technically, he would have been undisputed even by Suleiman Singh. But let me ask you guys. Now, Suleiman finally came out and said he'll sanction it, right? Because I guess Bivol gave him an explanation about some shit. I don't know. Like, who the fuck is Mauricio Suleiman to be asking somebody to, I don't know what he was asking for, to condemn the war. Like who the fuck? Like, bro, these guys are boxers, bro. They're not politicians. They're not fucking like Bivol's not trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize, bro. He's trying to win the belts in a violent sport. What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? So anyway, Bivol gave him a letter of intent or some shit. I don't even know what he did, to be honest with you, but it satisfied Mauricio Suleiman, right? So Mauricio says that, yeah, he'll do like Undisputed now. He's in it. I think what it really was, to be honest with you, is that the 3% he was going to get was lucrative because the Saudis were going to pay for the fight. That's what I think it was. But whatever, right? Mauricio would never do things for money. I mean, everything is about, the goodness of the sport, for him, right? He don't do those meetings in Hawaii because it's just a very convenient place to go on vacation, use it as an excuse, use that non-profit money. You know what I mean? It's not to go out on a cheap. It's not a convenient way to go to Hawaii, and something you could have done on a Zoom call, right? No, it's because it needed, for the goodness, to make a decision, like to make somebody a franchise champion, it had to be in Hawaii, right? That's the spot where you do these meetings, right? Like that's there's no better place to. I wish my job would send me to Hawaii to do some of the meetings we do. I mean, I wouldn't mind, to be quite frank. You know what I mean? But whatever. But okay. But let me ask you guys. Hypothetically, Shadow goes, you gotta use the emoji. You know what I mean? It's William skull emoji. But are you telling me right now, right? You're telling me right now, and this is a serious question for the chat. Everybody watching. You're watching on X, you come on YouTube, DStyleBoxing, by the way. Or you can answer it under the video as well. Hypothetically, if Mauricio Suleiman stuck to his guns, and Mauricio was like, no. Russians don't get to fight for the WBC belt. They're sanctioned until Putin pulls out of Ukraine, whatever, right? Because that's totally Usyk's fault. Like Usyk, I guess, was in the war room next shoulder to shoulder with Putin, like making the decision to invade Ukraine. It's totally his fault, right? So Usyk, I'm sorry, not Usyk, Bivol. Did I say Usyk? Bivol. If Bivol and Beterbiev were to fight, and the WBC was not in the line because Mauricio Suleiman was feeling some type of way about Russians, right? What if Bivol would have won that fight? If he beats Beterbiev, even without the WBC belt being on the line because Mauricio didn't want to sanction it, would you still consider Dmitry Bivol the light heavyweight, undisputed champion of the world? Will he still be undisputed to you? Or are you going to be a nerd? No, I mean, I don't know. You gotta go to websites. Let me check the websites. Let me ask the sanctioning bodies for their permission, right? Let me go. Let me go to the let me go to the website, and the website says click. I don't know. The IBF doesn't recognize Bivol as a WBC champion. It says vacant, or it says Beterbiev is still the champion. Unfortunately, we cannot consider him the undisputed champion. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Like, you know what? Fuck that. Mauricio Suleiman and all the boxing nerds don't get to tell us what we know, bro. Of course, Dimitri Bivol would be the undisputed champion. Of course he would. Are you kidding me? Shout out to Remy. I still don't know what this means. Yeah, gift goes directly to anyone who has the gifting option turned on through YouTube Studio. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. We should get rid of all the belts and just go to the Ring Magazine belt. No sanctioning fees. I mean, look, I am... It's not that complicated to me. If you collect all the belts, or it's clearly understood, like in a case like Bivol Beterbiev, like if because Mauricio didn't want to sanction it. Once we establish an undisputed champion, that dude is a dude. He's the undisputed champion. To me. He would have to like be inactive for a very long time, or become inactive, or obviously lose, or move up and no longer be active in the division in order to not be undisputed anymore, in my opinion. I understand, and I agree with this. Mauricio Suleiman doesn't get to tell us, right? He doesn't get to tell us that fight's not for undisputed because I don't like Russians. I'm not going to sanction it. Thankfully, Mauricio Suleiman saw the light. I think he saw some Saudi money, to be honest. He's like, oh, I get 3% of that. Okay, I'm down. Right? It is what it is. Now, we're going to see how the IBF moves, by the way. Shout out to Andre Rodriguez with a super chat. That's 11.99 euros. Just a small appreciation from this boxing fan. I always keep the frankness that lives up to your character and vision of our sweet science. DStyle, salute. Salute. Salute to you too, bro. I appreciate the support. All right? And I'll tell you what. Andre Rodriguez is a very hardworking man. All right? So. I'm a hard-working man. Remy is also a hard-working man. I'm a hard-working man. I'm just saying. All right? Mauricio wears a suit. Yeah, he does wear a suit. And he's got his own podcast now, by the way. Like, let me tell you something, bro. If you want to, like, I don't know, man. I can't wait till I shred some of his podcasts. Mauricio, I'm going to be shredding some of your shit. I just want to put that out there. Right? Can't wait till this dude gives explanation on his podcast. I can't wait for it. It's going to be it's going to be phenomenal, bro. It's going to be AJ Styles-ish. You know what I mean? I can't fucking wait. Right? Dude's got his own. Are you kidding me right now? The head of a sanctioning body. The head of a sanctioning body of a non-profit organization that does meetings you could do in a Zoom call in Hawaii, by the way, right? That has these elaborate conferences all over the world with the blood, sweat, and tears of fighters, right? This dude has his own podcast, right? With a fancy mic, just like this and everything. He's got the mic. He's got his suit on. He's got the table all nice and shined up. And he's going to be speaking his mind. I can't wait to see what type of nonsense this says. Can't wait for it. And then I can't wait till I hope he does interviews just to see like, well, what's up? Just so we could shred it a little bit. You know what I mean? He said to be doing his vacations. I don't know who he'll have as guest, but I don't know. The WBO has a podcast too. Is that where we're going now? Like the sanctioning bodies have their own podcast. Is that where we're going? Oh, that's cute. It's cute until people start shredding your shit. Right? And then we're going to find out what's up. Gotcha. Okay. Much appreciated, Remy. I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you right now. All right? I'm going to tell you right now that I can't wait to, like, I watch some of these podcasts and just, I can't wait to shred them. I just can't. Right? I can't wait. Who's next? IBF? Are they going to do a podcast so they can explain everything? Then what are the nerds going to do now? Like now that the sanctioning bodies doing their own podcast and explaining the rankings, then what are the nerds going to do? What I want to know. But it is what it is. With that said, guys, I'm going to be live later, so be on the lookout. Let me see. I think I got a response. Yep. Russ, Amber, tonight. Stay posted. Once the time's official, be on the lookout. Hit that bell button so you're notified when I go live. And all that good stuff. I'll see you guys then. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. And that is the show. This is DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7,